On to this weekend, and the big occasion in New Zealand is King in the Ring, and of course you've got 4 fighters involved, but one in the 8-man itself, Oscar Remihana.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Oscar. We got 2 kind of in the 8-man, because we got Oscar who's in the 8-man lineup, but then John Bruin's fighting the reserve fight. And as you know, like 8-man's, like quite often the reserve gets called upon. So, funnily enough, lucky we had John training. Well, Doug had John training because Doug did not have too much faith in Oscar making the weight, so he wanted to have a backup for Oscar. But I can let everybody know that Oscar is well on his way to making weight. So John will not have to come in because Oscar's going to miss weight. John will just come in maybe on an injury or something like that. So John was training like from the start. So and then he got called up as to be an actual official reserve instead of just a CKB reserve for Oscar. Yeah. So and then I've got Navajo's fighting. Kurt Douglas from Partais, who's a very good opponent. He's just fighting a super fight. And then Mark Timms is fighting Chris Eads, another very good opponent, another very good fight. So those are like 2 quality, difficult fights for the boys and 4 fighters. So it's a pretty massive weekend. I love King of the Ring. It's one of my favourite shows on the planet to be a part of. So it's definitely a big Saturday night for us.
Championships is no stranger to coming here to CKB. Do you think that Oscar is in with a big chance?
He better. He better have a good chance, no pressure. We've got about 8 or 10 of those belts, so he got to be like over number 9 or 11, however many we've got. So, I mean, look, we have high expectations. Like, you know, I think we're the most winningest gym in King of the Ring, and it's not like a massive pressure, but it's like a friendly kind of pressure, you know. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is what we do. Like, this is how we roll. We have these 3 fights and we take these bouts back. That's what we do. So, yeah, pressure but no pressure.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Quickly on to the UFC. Everything going good there? No injuries, no hiccups with the boys?
Yeah, boys are going well. Obviously, we talked about like Bloods had to pull out of his fight, but everybody else is. Israel's firing on all cylinders. Brad's firing on all cylinders. Kai's starting to ramp up, and Carlos is looking really, really good. Like, the boys are pumping. Volk gets here next week, and we've had Frank here for a couple of weeks already. And Jenna's fighting the day before those guys in Atlanta. So those guys are fighting in Vegas, and Jenna's the day before at Atlanta. Yeah, I think or is it Dallas? Dallas or Atlanta? I can't remember now. But yeah, so there's a lot happening.
Yeah, Frank. He hadn't been here for 2 years. What's it like having him back on the scene?
Nah, look, like Frank just rolled in like he never left for 2 years. Like he's very friendly, good-natured guy, and people get along with him. And we're really glad to have him. And now that New Zealand and the world's opening up, we'll probably have him over a lot more often. Given that he's, you know, in those 2.5 years that he's gone, he's like kind of, you know, excelled in what he does. Like he's one of the most, he's probably one of the best, you know, kind of MMA wrestling coaches in the sport at the moment. And himself and his brand, if you like, they're a lot bigger than they were 2.5 years ago. So he's really proven himself. He's been around the world, cornered all sorts of fighters, and we couldn't be happy to have him back here at CKB. He's got his own gym now with his brother and some of their partners. So he's spent a good couple of years, kind of like building the brand for that gym and letting people know that gym's eventually opening. And then finally at COVID, kind of on the tail end of COVID, the gym actually opened. And then a lot of his hard work, just kind of like building the brand and letting people know that there's a gym opening, and that's coming to fruition now. Now the gym's starting to fill up. So yeah, he's Yeah, I can't wait to get over there to Phuket. But in the meantime, he can be in CKB as much as I can steal him away from Bang Tao. I'll try to.
Good, he's great to have around, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, cheers, mate.
Cool. And yeah, I mean the reason that we've got all these lights and this smoke here is because Oscar's here to do an interview.
I know.
So like, if it wasn't,
we just make the most of it.
We're just so the lighting and stuff here is for the champ. So
the champ to be.
I'll even microphone the guy up.
Good on you.
Personally.
I'll keep my place
Get
here.
over here. There you go, sir. Only the best. Only the best for the champ. Right there. Special lighting for a special guy. A special skill set. There you go, champ.
Thanks.
Come and stand beside me, mate. Hey, Oscar. Second chance at King in the Ring, and can you tell the viewers a little bit about what happened in the first one, because you were really training the house down before that?
Yeah, so I was for the first King in the Ring I was training with Francis. I ended up winning my first fight, and then second fight I lost against Terence. Ended up breaking my hand and freaking having a war in there, but it was good fun. But, yeah.
And how long did the hand take to heal? Was it back to?
Completely fine now. So, it took a little while, just doing a bit of rehab and that. But yeah, sweet as now.
So what have you done for the lead up to this?
For this camp, so I've got a new strength and conditioning coach with Steve Pipe. So I've been working really well with him. Been dieting down because this is a new weight coming down, 72 kg. Usually fight around like 75, but been on a strict diet for a few months, and that's been going really well. And obviously training here at CKB too, with Coach Eugene and Doug, it's been working well too.
Yeah.
So I just think this lead up's everything's just coming together. It's going perfect, really.
What about your opponents? Have you got any ones that you don't want to fight in the early rounds?
I fought two of them before. I fought Mike Cuppy and Zach Forbes. But yeah, that was when I was a bit younger in that. But not really too familiar with the other guys. It's just since it's a lower weight, don't really know too much about them.
We know with the Muay Thai style, your knees play a big part. Is the K1 rules going to limit that a little bit?
I seem to have adjusted to the K1 rules pretty well since being at CKB, I found. I just feel like I got both sides of the game pretty sorted now, so I'm not really too worried about that. And yeah.
Just talk a wee bit about the weight, because it is like 3 kilos lighter than you've fought for a long time, probably since you were a teenager. So I haven't fought at 72 kg since I was like 18 or something like that. But it seems to be coming off pretty easy, like just with my new, because I've never dieted like strictly like this ever before for a fight. So since doing this diet with the fight dietitian, it's been going really well, coming off easy as. Feel pretty good, like heaps of energy on the fight week, so sweet as. Should be good to go. You've always had physical jobs. It must be hard taking that weight off and still work. Are you still doing the swimming pools? Yeah,
so every past fight I've had is I've been working during my fight camps and that. But so I'm powered by Shibnobi now. They're a big cryptocurrency, and they've given me the opportunity to fight full time now. So that's good.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh well, I wish you all the best. Wish Shinobi all the best, and
cheers.
all the best Saturday night.
Yeah, it's going to be good, mate.
Yeah, cool, man.
Thank you.